but somebody needs to hear this. So y'all just bear, how they say, just bear with me for a minute because I want to get some people on here because you know, it may seem a little boring to some people, but believe me, the Constitution for the United States, that's what we need right now. So I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be talking about it. I'm going to go through, not right now, but we're going to have the color of law. I'm going to talk about all the stuff that's been going on so you can understand what is going on. So, also, just to let you know that Rahn Anthony LLC, we are hiring, and I work with the arise.com. So, if you go through the arise.com and you give the number 242332 to apply, that's Ron Anthony LLC. Use this number 242332 242332 242332. That's how I remember stuff. I put it into like a 242332. So, and that's for jobs because with all this going on, they trying to just continue to de facto. But you can get a job. It'll come to me, and then we'll just do it because I know everybody needs jobs right now. And it's working from home. And it's for like major companies like Disney. I saw you have to go in there and look, but it's some great jobs and they pay good. And it's not nothing crazy. It's not fake. I did go through the process myself. And you got to pay for your training now. I believe it's between 20 or I saw one for $9.99 for training. So that's what I would go to. It's like not. It's from. I thought it was from 20 to 100, but I saw something in there for like. I mean, people need people, so we're gonna get out of this corporation stuff. People need people, and so this is for the Constitution for the United States. So make sure you go on there. It's arise.com and look for Ron Anthony LLC. And if you go on my page, it's a flyer up there. And they do have jobs. All I'm doing is I'll tell you a little short story. When I was sick, before I got sick, I started this company for kind of like a temporary service or whatever. And when I had the open heart surgery with all the mess I've been through with the school system and all of that stuff, I just lost all connection. So one day I was sitting there and I said, and it came to me because after, you lose your memory, a lot of it when you go through the open heart surgery and all of that. So all of a sudden, I was like, wait a minute, it was something. And then I figured it out. I said, oh, because someone had told me about, you know, for me doing it. And I was like, I remember this. So I have a company set up and forgot about it because I was in the heart attack and on life support and all that kind of stuff. So there is a legitimate company. It's Ron Anthony LLC, and it's an independent contractor. So you would actually go into Arise, and Arise, they will train you, but you got to pay whatever it is that you pay, whatever job you pick. So it's a lot of stuff in there. So just go in there and look. If you need a job, you work from home, you got the internet, you get you a USB headset, computer, boom. Thank you for calling. This is blah, 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 blah. That's all you're going to do. And you make, I saw where it was 12, 15, 18. It's a lot. So just do it. That's up to you. So I put it out there. I'm not trying to rip people off, and there's no scam or none of that. This is something, I don't have time for that. So this is something real for you. So what you need to do is go on there, and if you need a job, just get it. That's it. It's up to you. It's up to you to do what you do. So I'm going to get into this now. And I was waiting to see if I can get some, I see some people on here. So let's just get it started. If you could share this, if you on, it's so many different platforms that I've connected to with this. So whatever platform you own, just share it. Help my brother out. Help me out so that we can get this word out to people. So I'm talking about the Constitution for the United States. Now I got the United States of the United. Let me go in and Lord, this is something crazy with me. I'm making up my own United States. But I'm gonna go in and fix this. But I guess I can do it. But in the meantime, it's just that's why I like to do this because I'm not perfect and what I put? The Constitution for the United States of United States. Now, you know that's wrong. Let me change that for people start saying, child, you know, he was talking about such and such and such and wasn't even right. You know how people do. So I'm going to go in and change this right now. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The United States is the Constitution for the United States of America. And as I go through this, I'm going to be going through a lot through this whole week. So I'll be talking about the color of law and all of the things that we need to know that we don't know. And you need to know this stuff because that's what's going to help you in this de facto government. It'll help you, you know, differentiate which is which. United States Corporation, the United States of America. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. And if you want to comment, say, you know, just be respectful for other people because that's what it's about. It's about love, joy, peace, happiness. We in enough foolishness right now, and we really don't need to be going through any more stuff right now because this stuff here is some deep stuff. So, okay, I've already talked about, we're just going to go over Article 2, and I'm going to mix it in spiritual. You know how I do. So here we go. Article 2 of the Constitution. You need to know this. You can go back before and see all the other parts I've done, Article 1 and all of that. So this is Article 2. It's going to get deep as we go. So I'm just going to do Article 2, Section 1. The executive power shall be vested in a president of the United States of America. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years, and together with the vice president chosen for the same term be elected as follows. So they ain't gonna get up in there and stay in the White House or whatever house they're gonna have, just sit there and chill. You there for 4 years, okay? Unless some craziness happen. Each state shall appoint in such manner as the legislator thereof may direct a number of electors equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress, but no senator or representative or person holding an office of trust or profit under the United States shall be appointed as elector. The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for 2 persons, of whom one at least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves. And they shall make a list of all the persons voted for, and of the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify and transmit sealed to the seat of government of the United States, directed to the president of the Senate. The president of the Senate shall, in the presence of the Senate and House of Representatives, open all the certificates, and all the votes shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes shall be the president. It's in such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed, and if there be more than one who have such majority and have an equal number of votes, then the House of Representatives shall immediately choose by ballot one of them for president. And if no person have a majority, then from the 5 highest on the list, said House shall in like manner choose the president. But in choosing the president, the vote shall be taken by states. Okay? By the states. That's why it's the United States. Shall be taken by states. The representative from each state having 1 vote, a quorum for the purpose shall consist of a member or members from 2/3 of the states, and a majority of the states shall be necessary to a choice in every case. After the choice of the president, the person having the greatest number of votes of the electors shall be the vice president. But if there should remain 2 or more who have equal votes, the Senate shall choose from them by ballots the vice president, modified by the amendment. Now, it's been some mess going on with this voting and the sneaking votes and stealing votes and It's all just a bunch of mess. And, and I don't know what they were doing back there, but according to this is what they're supposed to follow. I don't care if Biden, if Trump said it, if whoever, it's the people. The people. So if you're looking at what's going on and you see that something is wrong, then you need to stand up, meaning we. And we need to go to wherever we need to go. But see, a lot of people lazy, they sleep and a lot of people won't stand up. It's time to stand up, because if you see something wrong, if you see your brother in need and shutteth up the bowels of compassion, how dwelleth the love of God in you? That goes for this too. So you see there's a need for us. And there's a lot of, they're saying it's a lot of people stealing votes, and I received 5 or 6 different ballots. Now I'm telling the truth. No lie. I did. So, and I'm willing to say that because I did. There's no need for me to lie. I did receive that. And I could have did it as many times as I want. But I didn't, because whatever you do, there's an all-seeing eye within you that's seeing everything you do. You're in the house of God, right here. Remember I told you, it's the cross and you carrying it. So everything you carry, the power of God is within you. You all are one. So the power sees everything. So I did get about 5, probably more, but about 5 I can remember. So it should be some stuff on there so you can know what's going on. But a lot of people saying, oh, this, that, and the other. But I'm a witness. I really did see it. I did. They sent a whole bunch of stuff. And so it's just the best thing to do is just be real and open, because if you're trying to cheat, or if somebody lying that there's somebody cheating and they're really not cheating, the real power knows what's going on. And believe me, something will happen, because you want to straighten this stuff up now, because when that power come within, oh, it's over. There ain't no time to say, well, I was such, no, the people did the original Constitution, and they did this de facto stuff by changing it from for to of. And so it's a lot of stuff going on in the private that you don't know about, and you're going to be surprised when you find out. So it's best to know this Constitution. The Congress may determine the time of choosing the electors and the day on which they shall give their vote, which day shall be the same throughout the United States. No person except a natural born citizen or a citizen of the United States. Check that out. A natural. That would be me. It's the natural, the original, the aboriginal. Okay? I'm just telling you. Now, look it up. Look up aboriginal. Okay, look that up. That's key. So, no person except a natural born citizen on this land or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible to the office of president. Neither shall any person be eligible to that office who shall not have attained to the age of 35 years and been 14 years a resident within the United States. In case of a removal of the president from office or of his death, resignation, or inability to discharge the power and duties of the said office, the same shall devolve of the vice president, and the Congress may by law provide for the case of removal, death, resignation, inability, both of the president and the vice president, declaring what officer shall then act as president, and such officer shall act accordingly until the disability be removed, or a president shall be elected, modified by the amendment. Okay, lot going on with that right now, and I don't have nothing to put nowhere. I mean, I just know from what I've seen and what's been going on about our current, the current. I would say, well, they're saying he's not the president, then they're saying he is. So, and he's in the White House, and he's not in the White House, and he's filming. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that's going on. But whatever is going on, if you are the president and you're not in the right mind, then Congress can do what I just read. That's the Constitution. It ain't nothing I'm saying, and I'm actually taking this. Actually, today I'm taking this from the Moorish American National Republic.com, which gives you the Constitution. You can look on that as well to look at the Constitution. The other day I was on the Constitution.org. Same thing, but it's still talking about for and of. So you can look that up yourself to see. I'm not making this up. This is all for entertainment purposes. So you can see what's going on and know the Constitution. And I'm saying you might want to go over this because believe me, we need this. It's the only thing that's going to help you stand on the outside because all of this stuff is really within. You get it? So that we have to see out here what's going on. But the power, the real power is within you. It's inside of you, all of it. Okay? So the president shall at state times receive for his services a compensation which shall neither be increased nor diminished during the period for which he shall have been elected, and he shall not receive within that period any other emolument from the United States or any of them before he entered on the execution of his office. He shall take the following oath of affirmation. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution. For, not of, and it's the Constitution, defend the Constitution for the United States. Okay. The president shall be commander in chief of the Army and Navy of the United States. Let me read that again because we're talking about for the United States, and I'm reading this. It says, I do solemnly swear and affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will do my best to my ability to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution for the United States. Okay. The president shall be commander-in-chief of the Army and Navy of the United States and of the militia. That's the military of the several states. It's militia. Yeah, militia. Let me look that up to make sure, because I want to make sure. And when I look stuff up, you go to the Black's Law Dictionary. Now because I want to know what this here. So we need to know Militia, because I want to know exactly, because I'm learning this as we do it too. I mean, I've read it and all of that, but I want to know exactly what's going on. The body of citizens in a state and not the regular troops of a standing army. Oh, so the militia is this. Let me see. It says the body of citizens in a state and not the regular troops of the standing army. Okay, so that's the difference. Whew, that's good. And I took that from the Black's Law Dictionary. Because let me tell you before I go on, when you look at the regular dictionary and you look at the Black's Law Dictionary, it's two separate worlds. The Black's Law Dictionary is what they use for the law. And the Webster and all of that, that's just for regular people. So you could have of and for and of. It could mean something totally different from the Black's Law. When you go into court and you say, I am that person, you're saying that you are that corporation. But out here in the civilian world, oh yeah, I saw those people. I'm the person. You're talking to people out here. But if you take that's why it says anything you say shall be used against you. Will and shall be used against you. So if you don't know this and you walk up in that court and you say, I am that person, then you are saying that you are that corporation and you become the trustee, because it's all dealing with, that's kind of deep. So I'm going to stop right there, but it's dealing with the trust that the all caps. It's really deep. So you have to look that up yourself and check it out, because then you'll know the difference. I learned all of this from my son's death. Well, life, because he's with the Father, but death here, he's not here anymore. But I learned all of this because I needed to know what's going on. How can you get away with this and nothing happened? And that's because they look at Aaron as a corporation. Okay. So Just letting you know, that's a little nugget, so you might want to look that up. But I'm going to get back to this. The president shall be commander in chief of the army, as I said. And okay, it says he may require the opinion in writing of the principal officer in each of the executive departments upon any subject relating to the duties of their respective offices, and he shall have power to grant reprieves and pardon for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. Now, when you get everything in writing, anytime you send something out, get it certified through the mail. I'm just telling you that, because if you send me something, you just put it in the mail, and then I'll be like, well, I didn't receive any of that, you know, and then that way, when you do that, then if they didn't receive it, then you don't have any proof. So anything you do, make sure you do a contract with somebody so that could stand in court, because when you go to court, if you have a contract with somebody, that rules. The law is contract. So whatever you say between that contract, make sure you read everything. Everything. Look up the Black's Law Dictionary. I mean, you have to look up this stuff like you a little baby, a little growing up. And that's what I do, just like a little child. Because I'm telling you the difference now. Go get you look up a Black's Law. It's best to have the book, because when you deal with a lot of these search engines, a lot of them work together for the good that are called according to their purpose. So you might want to get the book so it can go in the direction of where it's supposed to go to, dealing with the court of law. A lot of people use DuckDuckGo now because that's just something that's private, and it's been the truth so far. But you really can't trust any of that. So get the book. That's so you can have it right in your hand and say, look, this is it. Now this is what it says right here. You know, so make sure you get that book. You can get the 4th edition. That goes way back, because they've altered and did all this hocus pocus stuff with it to keep you. And so you want to get this so you can know. And the truth shall make you free. If you know the truth shall make you free. So here's section 3. Let me read this. I don't think I went okay. He shall from the time to time give to the Congress information of the state of the Union and recommend to their consideration such measures as he shall judge necessarily and expedient. He may, or extraordinary occasions, convene both houses or either of them, and in case of disagreement between them with respect to the time of adjournment, he may adjourn them to such time as he shall think proper. He shall receive ambassadors and other public ministers. He shall take, you heard, other public ministers. These are ministers now. Everybody think that going into church, you know, they have the ministers in there. These are ministers, okay, because they control this stuff. And you want to be able to be, this is what it says. Let me read that again. He shall receive ambassadors and other public ministers. He shall take care that the laws be faithfully executed, and shall commission all the officers of the United States. So these lawyers and all of that, they're ministers. Okay? Look it up. They're ministers. And see, they have us thinking that even though the pastors are pastors of the from within, okay, that's the difference. And out here we have ministers that's in the court of law, because they controlling this stuff out here. Pastors get you back to yourself from within, where they supposed to. Get you back to yourself, lead you to the water, but they can't make you drink it. And you can't drink their water. They have their own water. So they lead you, supposed to. And when they lead you, then you go from within, so you'll know what's going on out here. That's how it should work. And so once you do that, then you know. Now, I just read this. Now, they're public ministers. So we thinking, oh, we going to the attorney, yeah. Okay. Is the difference attorney and lawyers. You notice in this Constitution, it doesn't say attorney. See, all these people, like in the states, they're administrators. So they're just like, if I hire you to be an administrator for me, they're getting all the paperwork ready. In the lower courts, they're administrators. Now, I've been through this because I went up in there thinking, yeah, well, y'all, I'm supposed to. They say, I'm sorry, but we don't honor that Constitution. I'm like, what? Okay, so it's a change going on now. So they're being made to honor the Constitution for the United States of America. But before, when I was dealing with this with Aaron, that's how they was able to do all this corruption stuff because of their magic, their magic. So now, I mean, everything is being shut down. And I'm just telling you from my experience. Now, this is my experience dealing with my son, my issues. And I went. I said, well, y'all, well, what kind of constitution y'all deal with? They have a different constitution. They have a separate oath, and they don't honor the Constitution. They honor their Constitution, which is right for them. So if you're saying that you are this all caps name, then you're under their jurisdiction, which is power. But when you say, that is not I, that is not me, that is my ex relationship. When you start knowing all these things, then they'll be able to say, oh, okay. Because then you know some things, but you got to know this stuff and be sharp. So I'm not saying go up in there thinking you know everything. No, you got to go from within so you'll know what's going on the outside, because the power will speak through you and you just be quiet because it'll bring back everything to the remembrance. So that's why all this stuff plays a part, because you got three. You got the de facto, got the United States of America, and you got the power of God that's within you. Okay? Now, who you going to choose? I'm going to choose the power of God that's within me. So I'm not thinking about the de facto or the United States of America, because the power of God within me is going to show me what I need to do. And from out here, the United States of America, the Constitution for the United States of America is what stands. But the only way you're going to really know that is from within. Because I didn't even know any of this stuff. I really didn't. And I'm learning it daily. So that's why I'm going through this, so that I can know it and you can know it. Now, I've looked at it and studied it before, but the more you look at it, you begin to see things. Now, this is the section 4. It's the last one. The president, vice president, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment. You hear that? And conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. So the president, the vice president, and all civil officers, that's whoever's working in all of that whole camp, conviction of treason. So I'm letting you know that because there's a lot of things that's going on. And if you don't know these things, and look up treason in the Black's Law Dictionary, everything that you're looking up, look it up in the Black's Law Dictionary, all these words, and you'll know. And it gets deeper, and we're going to go. I'm almost finished, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to go back tomorrow or later tonight. I'll let you know, but it's just a lot. And you need to really listen to this, because these are some things that we need to know as a people. And as a people now, I see you from Amsterdam. I appreciate you. And somebody said, now what is this? Nobody know. I mean, I ain't gonna even say it. But no, I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna buy any followers, because I know how the analytics work. I know it's a lot of people listening, but they won't show you until you spend some of that money. Then they're gonna open the floodgates. See, I'm living from within. So I know how it works, the analytics, because I know with all these people in the world, I know it's a lot of people listening. I know it is. It's just that if you spend the money, then, I mean, why would I want to buy some followers? They're not interested in what I'm talking about. They need to know. And then sometimes they're bots. So you have to know these things from within. That's what I'm saying. You got to go inside of yourself. Go inside of yourself because it all works together for the good. It'll call according to the purpose. Either way, it can be this way to the purpose or this way. I choose to go from within and be on the higher level because it's one thing. It's just like a pole. It's a thermometer. One, you want to go high, you want to go low. You can be low and work it, and hey, do all of the evil stuff and and win. Or you can be high. Now, when you go in that lower and you're gonna have to face this stuff too. But if you're in the high, you know what's going on because you're looking down. You don't ever want to be looking up and be happy. You want to go where it's safe, and that is from within, and that's on the higher frequency. So I'm not knocking the lower frequency. I just don't deal with it, and you shouldn't deal with it. So you got to learn these things from within. And so because there's power on the lower and the higher, okay? But you want to be safe and use the power for the good. Now that's the truth from within. So I appreciate you. Anybody got anything? You can send it. I'm on one this goes out, so I've been adding different platforms, so I don't really know who's all listening, but I do know that a lot of people listen. And if you look at your Facebook or whatever, believe me, a lot of people listening. And they may cut me off for saying this, but I've done my part. So, and I don't come on here that much, but when I do come on, it's something that I have to say. And it looked like some of them already done shut me down. They did. Oh yeah. Facebook shut me down, y'all. I'm gonna go back in. Let me see if I can get back in. But I was just letting you know. So you all just make sure you stay. Yeah, they did. They shut me down. But that's okay. It's okay. That's all right. But I'll get back on it. So I guess when you tell the truth really steps out, and it just